I have heard people that I respect say investment blood is in the streets. And I slowly started to realize that real estate was by far the best vehicle to achieve those goals. When all your friends and family think you're completely insane, it's it's a little bit harder to do now, right? Like hindsight's 2020. I was very fortunate to meet some very influential, very sophisticated, very savvy individuals who had created strategies that allowed them to overcome that massive challenge. Was very early on exposed to the concept of pulling investors together to buy 15, 20, $50 million properties. And I skipped a lot of what most people go through when they enter the world of real estate. But only some types of real estate do well when the economy is struggling and contracting. I was very drawn to the mobile home park business early on. I was very drawn to the self-storage business. And I focused on mostly recession-resistant asset classes ever since. And I had a luncheon of 30 people, all had to be accredited to attend. So a minimum of $30 million in the room. I was able to go through my presentation. I thought I nailed it. And at the end of the day, I raised a grand total of $0. Nothing. I expected that to go very well. And I was not emotionally prepared for that. Like I was heartbroken. There was a 6-month period where I didn't even know what I was doing with my life. I was trying to convert them in a pseudo-religious way. Give me your $50,000 or $100,000 in a 35-minute presentation. Stop thinking about going around chasing people. You should be the one that is chased. A couple of days ago, we put out a deal. We were trying to raise 2.1 million. We raised 4 in 3 days. If you put in the work, you can be in that position very, very quickly. I'm a huge proponent of the podcast medium. You know, if you're contemplating raising capital, if you're contemplating becoming an influencer, there's no better medium than the podcast medium for a lot of reasons. The number one is that it's the most intimate. You are literally plugged into someone's ears. You need to build systems around the fact that this is something that you're going to do at a very large level. This is the reason that real estate's so compelling, is that it's highly scalable. There needs to be a system, a process, and it needs to be clearly identified in such a way that you can state it and that anyone that's involved in the process can also state it back to you. It's called the Intelligent Investors Real Estate Conference. You can check it out at intelligentinvestors2020.com. And we have some amazing people speaking. I mean, one of the panels we have is called the 5,000 unit or more panel, and 3 speakers, each of whom have at least 5,000 units. I think cumulatively they have about $2.8 billion of commercial real estate, and they're all under 40. So many businesses fail, not because they are out of capital, not because the investment or the thesis didn't work, but because they're not emotionally prepared for the roller coaster that is being an entrepreneur. As far as capital raising is concerned, all you need is a few dedicated investors.
Man, congratulations. I understand that this has become a bestseller on Amazon, man. I'm super pumped up for that. I got this book.
Tell you what, the name of this podcast could not be better.